Okay, so one of the major questions I'm getting asked a lot by a lot of people is how do AirRopes even work? So let me explain. So here we have the AirRopes unit, one of the pair, and along the top here we've got the main T-bar, it's the main part of the unit. And then this here in the middle is called the ridge, which I'll explain in a moment. And then this part here is obviously the handle, the bow handle, which I'll also explain in a moment. Now, at the top main unit, the T-bar, we have inside a moving mass. And this moving mass is a dynamic displaceable weight, which can move from either side and either end of the unit from one side to the other. And it travels along a linear rail, which stops and restricts any friction internally of the unit. And at either end, we have very specific type of springs, which creates the spring oscillation, which basically allows the mass to move backwards and forwards in reaction to the user. That's important because just like traditional battle ropes or any form of exercise equipment, the AirRopes don't do the work for you. They just react and respond to the user, the speed, the force production, and the intensity and effort you put in, okay? But then they're responsive to that. Now, that dynamic movement, that fluid movement exclusive to AirRopes only is unique. However, you can replicate the movements of traditional ropes and all the benefits, plus a lot of things you can't do with traditional ropes because they're not fixed in position. They're not tethered at one end like battle ropes. So you can do change of direction, you can do more transverse movements, multi-planar, unilateral movements, which any personal trainers or fitness coaches out there will know what I'm talking about. It basically means unlimited movement patterns and planes of motion and directions, okay? So that's the primary unit at the top. That's the main part. The ridge in the middle, which is RIJ, stands for rotating infinity joint. One of the exclusive features of AirRopes is the ability to unlock the unit at the joint, which then allows that rotation. And then because the weight travels to the furthest end, the distal end of the unit, during that rotation, that allows you to generate the force and keep a fluid motion, okay? Bear with me. And then that can be locked back in place. So that opens up even more versatility, movement options, and exercise possibilities, basically making it one of the most versatile units and exercise equipment in the world, and basically making it limited to the end user's imagination, if you like, practically unlimited. And then finally, the handle is designed the way it is, both ways round, bow handle. So you can hold it this way or that way. There's no right or wrong. It's either personal preference. You've also got a fatter part and a thinner part for different grip sizes and different leverage points depending on the movement you're trying to create. So all in all, I know that sounds like a lot of complicated information, but obviously it's not going to be simple to create something as revolutionary and as unique as AirRopes. Now, all of that was nearly 5 years of product development, testing, tweaking, trying, failures, prototypes, going through hundreds of different weight variations, size. Every single part of this unit has been designed intentionally and deliberately after vigorous and rigorous testing with different sizes, different spring tensions, different amounts of weight, different joint angles, you name it, okay? And this is the end result. So there you have it. That, in a nutshell, is how AirRopes work to create the movement and the benefits of traditional battle ropes without the ropes themselves or the space they require. If you haven't tried them for yourself, I recommend you give them a go because it's like nothing else you've ever tried.